Hey there friends and enemies, JoPa here again, and today I want to talk about the brand new Warden Archetype available in Remnant 2 with the Dark Horizon DLC. This new archetype looks like it has a ton of potential, as there are interesting combinations for builds to make that I can't wait to test out sooner rather than later. But it's also really easy to obtain the new archetype if you know where to look. So I'm going to tell you how to get this and also what it does. So first and foremost, the best way to do this is by doing the Dark Horizon DLC one-shot. This is the most straightforward path, as you know exactly where to go. However, if you do an adventure or even the main campaign, you can also get the agronomy sector, which is the starting location for the Warden archetype, but it's not guaranteed, so you might have to reroll a couple times, so keep that in mind. The DLC one-shot is only available one time, so make sure you make the most use out of it. Now you're going to proceed forward through the agronomy sector and follow the main quest. That is going to eventually put you into the Withered Necropolis zone. Once you find yourself there, you are going to see an NPC called the Gardener on the right hand side, and just past him there will be a glider station. This glider station is a brand new traversal mechanic where you can essentially fly around the map, uncovering secrets, finding new loot. It is awesome in my opinion, and something they have only added with this new DLC. Essentially, you'll jump onto the glider and fly around, making sure you use various jet streams that will shoot you up in the air and allow you to proceed further on in your flight. Now, for this specifically, you're going to grab the glider and then drop on down into essentially what looks like a clay cave with a path on the right and left hand side. Go straight ahead, ignore all the different landings. You'll come back to those eventually, but you'll proceed through, and then eventually, once you exit the cave, you're going to head to the right. Make sure you hit the jet stream in front of you though, because otherwise you might not make it far enough to get to the next jet stream you need to hit in order to get to the location you're trying to arrive at. From there, you'll hit 2 more jet streams, the second of which will have you looking on the right hand side at a ledge that you can land on. Once you do that, you will essentially proceed through and to the left. Hug the left hand side of the map. You're going to fight off various enemies, as you'll see in the gameplay. If you get confused at all, follow the gameplay as I am proceeding through. You'll cross a giant bridge. There will be a larger enemy to deal with there, and then from there you're going to proceed on down until you find yourself in front of the weathered mechanism. This is going to be the item that you return to Wallace as you would in order to obtain the brand new Warden archetype. From there, obviously, that's when you want to start leveling it up and getting it to the point where you can use it in some of your various builds. But going over the different skills, there are 3 different drones. If you didn't know, the Warden has a drone that you can summon and will follow you around. The first skill will allow the drone to grant shields. If you're not at max shield capacity, the drone grants shield effect by consuming energy. You also get a buff to damage reduction. The shield concept is very heavily prevalent with the Warden archetype, so definitely keep that in mind. You also have a heal drone, the second skill. If you're not at max health, the drone will periodically use its healing laser at the cost of energy. You can also gain a buff to relic use speed, so that should make for some interesting relic builds for sure. And then finally, you have the combat drone. This drone consumes energy to attack hostiles whenever you're in combat. You also gain buffs to fire rate, melee attack speed, and then firearm charge time. So that's the one I can't wait to build around, because shields are fun, but having a drone that's attacking and increasing your fire rate and melee attack speed sounds very, very interesting. From there, the perks are the prime perk Dynamic. After 10 seconds of not taking damage, generate a shield for 23% of your max HP. Dynamic also increases the base Nerudian energy of the Warden's turret and Engineer's drone by 15%. So you're going to 50%, by the way. You're going to definitely see a lot of Warden and Engineer combinations, in my opinion, especially with some of the new items that are available as well. The damage perk is Galvanize, increases all damage by 15% and critical chance by 5%. Team perk Safeguard grants a stack of Bulwark, increases healing effectiveness on the warded target by 10%. Utility perk Contingency, when your health drops below 25%, gain a shield for a percentage of your max health. The shield lasts for 10 seconds and can occur once every 30 seconds. While active, your movement speed also increases by 15%. And then Relic perk, gain a shield on relic use. This perk cannot stack with itself and lasts for 10 seconds or until the shield is removed by damage. While active, all actions that consume Nerudian energy have no cost. And then finally, the archetype trait Barrier increases shield amount by 15%. So if you're looking to make a shield build, or if you want to have a drone turret build, there are a lot of different options that I think could be very, very fun. And for me, I'm leveling this right now and definitely enjoying my time with it because it provides a lot of versatility for builds and also a lot of safety. If you want to run a build that not only will keep you alive, but also provide you with some extra firepower eventually, this is a combination that I think could work out really well. And I can't wait to test out different builds. I'm probably going to try out a different build with the Warden and every other archetype in the game. So let me know in the comments down below which one you think I should test out first. My name is JoPa. If you enjoyed the video, hit the like button, subscribe to the channel. Helps me out tremendously. Shows you want to see more Remnant 2 content from me going forward. Have a good one, and I'll catch you all later.